In the previous tutorial, I have shown you how you can use date and time structure in C#.NET. In this tutorial, I will extend the previous tutorial and I will show you some new methods and properties of the date time structure in C#.NET. So first of all, I will create an object of datetime structure with the name of datetime, or I will just create a new date time with the current timestamp of today's date and the current time. Now this date time contains other different properties, such as I can check the kind of this date, I can retrieve the date, day of the week, day of the year, hour, millisecond, minute, month, seconds, ticks, and so on. So these are different properties which we can apply on this date and time object. Apart from these properties, there are further some other methods, such as we can add some years to this current object. We can compare this date to another date. We can get the type code of this date. We can convert this date to binary. We can convert this date to a file time format of universal time. We can convert this to an OLA format. We can convert this to a string, and depending upon our format, we can retrieve different components of the date and time, such as the day, hour, minute, second, and ticks from the day. Also, we can convert this date and time to universal time, and we can also add days, hours, milliseconds, minutes, months, seconds independently to this date and time object. At the end, there are some further methods, such as we can subtract, and we can convert this to a local time, and at the end there are a couple of other methods, such as converting this to a long date and time string and short date and time string. So I will start with the first property, the kind. So what does the kind property do? It retrieves whether the current date and time is local or universal time. So since we are currently dealing with a local time, so this kind property will retrieve local for us. Just to check, I will run this. You can see that the current date and time format is local. Now there are other properties. I can check the date, day of the week, day of the year. These are obvious and these don't need much explanation. Since the date will be the today's date, and today's date is 29 July and 2015. But if I'm interested in the time of the day, so it will be just the time of the current machine, and it will be in 24 hours format. We will see how we can retrieve the time in the AM and PM format later on in this video. The day is retrieved using the day property. It's 29. The week is retrieved using day of the week. It's Wednesday. I will just copy paste this, so we'll be having a better idea of the things. Day of the year. time of day has been covered, hour, millisecond, minute, second, and the year. You can see it's 210-13-2015. So the day of the year will cover up that day. Let's say the first day has been started from the January, and the uh, today's date is 29 July, but it is 210th day of the current year. These things are pretty helpful in certain situations. Also, you can check the minute and millisecond. So it's 20, currently it's 20 minute going on in an hour, and 83 millisecond. It will be changing whenever you are running the application. Since I have used the now property, and I will just print out the date and time here. So it is giving me the current date and time with respect to the exact date on which I am recording this video. It's 1 hour 20 minutes and 47 seconds, but it will be updating, as you can see here. It's 1:21:07. Now we have covered different properties of this date and time. It's time to see about the methods which are available in this date and time. So the methods which are available here are some of the following. Just this is the add method, which adds the time span to the current date and time. The time span is a duration, which I will show you how you can add. Also, you can add different days. If let's say you want to add 20 days, you just have to provide 20 in its argument. If you want to add hours, you just have to add the hours in the form of a double, such as milliseconds, minutes, months, seconds, ticks, years. And this one is compare, and it what it does is that it will compare the date and time with another date and time object, and it will tell you whether the current date and time is earlier or later than the previous date and time, which has been provided as an argument to this date and time. You will see this. This is a really powerful feature, get date and time formats. You will look for it and so on. So the first one is this add, but it requires a time span value, so we have to create a time span, and this new time span is basically consists of days, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. So our current date and time contains days, hours, minutes, seconds, and so on. So what I'm going to do is I want to add 10 days, 5 hours, 20 minutes, and 10 seconds to my this date and time object. So my new date and time will be following as time.add, and I will add this span to the current date and time. So we'll just print out the date and time and the new date and time on my screen. And you can see I have added 10 days, 5 hours, 20 minutes and 10 seconds to this date time, and the new date and date time is 8 August 6:44 p.m. This is the first method which you can use how to add date and time. This is really powerful because you are giving the flexibility of adding a time span of days, hours, minutes, and seconds. But if you are interested in adding this date and time like hours, milliseconds, minutes, ticks independently, what you have to do here is I'll just print out this new date and time, and I'm just going to add days such as 50 more days to this new date and time, and I will just printing it on the screen. So you can see here the minutes and the hours has not been changed. Only 50 days has been added to the new date and time, and the new date and time has been converted to 27th September 2015. These you can add hours, milliseconds, minutes, months. So let's say I want to add years. The years are, let's say, 10 years. So this will be something called 8 August 8 August 2025, and the time has not been changed. The time was only changed in the above case where we have provided the time span, where we have provided 10 days, 5 minutes, 20 seconds, 20 minutes, 5 hours, and 10 seconds to the date and time object which we created earlier. Now, since we have got two date and time objects, the old date and time and the new date and time, what I'm going to do is I want to compare the difference between this new date and time and the old date and time. So this new date and time compared to this old date and time, as you can see that we have got one output here. It means that this new date and time is later than this previous date and time. So this new date and time is later than, and this old date and time is earlier than this new date and time. But if we do date and time here and new date and time, so we will get -1 output here. It means this date and time is earlier than this new date and time. Means this date and time is old and this new date and time is new. We have covered add addition of the days, years, hours. Here is another one. This date and date time formats. I will cover this after the giving introduction to something called converting this. These are obvious. To this you can convert this date and time to file time and to binary. And if you want to convert this date and time to universal time, so how you can do this? As we know that this date and time is the date and time of the current machine with the timestamp of the clock which is running on this machine. So what I'm going to do is I will create universal date and time. I have converted this to universal time. You can see that timestamp has been changed. Just to show you, this is my local timestamp date and time, and this is the universal date and time. And if I want to check the kind of this date and time, and I want to check the kind of the universal date and time, so it is obvious that the kind of this date and time will be local and this will be universal. So this is local and this is universal. Now if I want to convert the date and time to a meaningful format, as you can see I have got this date and time here. I will just remove this or just comment this. As I have got here 29 July 2015 and the time is 1:30 and the second is 58 and it's PM. What if I'm interested only in getting the time from this date and time? So what I'm going to do is I will convert this to string, but inside this string I have to provide a format. So the format is following. If I provide for small y's and months and days, so it will be something following. If I provide D, then it will be only Thursday at 10 o'clock. Like this will be the format. If I provide short D, so it will be in the following format, and so on. There are a couple of formats. So only I'm interested in only getting the hours, minutes, and seconds. What I'm going to do, I will provide hour, minutes, and seconds, and it will give me the only the hours, minutes, and seconds. And if I am interested in getting the if whether it's AM or PM, so I will just set up a TT here. Let's see if I am interested only in checking whether it's AM or PM. First I will say TT. So it will just give me the uh, time, current time, which will be AM or PM depending upon the location. You can further explore this by, let's say if you are interested only in year, so it will give you 2015. And if you are only interested in months, or there's some full formatting, it is July. So this is how you can play with date and time formats. But if you are not sure and you want that which kind of format is suitable for me, I encourage you to go through documentation. But if you want to retrieve all possible formats, so here is a technique. This is as following: formats equals to datetime dot formats. So what it's going to do is it will retrieve all the possible formats for this date and time structure. So I am just reversing this. Here are all of the formats of this date and time. These are all the possible formats which you can use in your projects. There are a total of 133 formats, and it's up to you whichever you like in your project. So these formats has been covered. Now there are the remaining these four different methods, and it does same as the formatting the date and time object. The difference between this previous one is that you don't have to provide explicitly the format to this date and time. You just have to use whether you want it in a long date time string or a short date time string. So if only you are interested in the time, what you have to do is just select this short date string and short time string. So it will split the date and time into date only and time only, which is helpful in different situations. I guess all of the properties and methods have been covered. So this was the end of date and time structure in C#.NET. Hope so you people have got pretty detailed idea of this structure, and there are there are no I guess there all of the properties and methods have been covered. And if you think that I have missed any of the property, just let me know and I will cover it in the next tutorial. So please subscribe to my channel if you think that I should create further videos. Thank you for watching.